Hi guys, today we have an Italian meatloaf with sun-dried tomatoes, roasted green beans, and garlic rosemary mashed potatoes. And here is how it's supposed to look. You need 2 medium bowls, a baking sheet, a peeler, a medium pot, and a strainer. And here is all the instructions. Okay. In this box we have a piece of bread, potato, regular potato, russet potato, garlic, rosemary, a shallot, sun-dried tomatoes, ground beef, green beans, sour cream, and chicken concentrate. Alright, so we're going to preheat the oven to 400, and then we're going to peel and mince the shallot and the garlic, the rosemary, and the tomatoes and green beans. Just kind of chop up all the other stuff, and then we'll make the meatloaf. Okay, once everything is chopped up, we're going to make the meatloaf. We're going to take the bread, and we're going to stick it in a medium bowl, and we're going to soak it up with the stock concentrate, the chicken stock concentrate, and a 1/4 cup of water. After that's soaked up, with the bread soaked up, I'm going to break it up with my hands until a paste forms. That's what the paste looks like. In the same bowl, we're going to add the sun-dried tomatoes, half the rosemary, half the garlic, the meat, and salt and pepper, all into the same bowl as the bread. Okay. Here's what it looks like before. As you can see, I'm mixing the dough together, or not the dough, but the meatloaf all together, and then I'm going to form 2 patties of meatloaf and stick it on the baking sheet. Okay, here's what they look like. We put them on the baking sheet with foil and a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to put this in the oven at 400 for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, I peeled the potato, and now we're going to chop it up so that we can boil it. Okay, so we put all the potatoes into the water with a large helping of salt, and we're going to cook this for about 12 minutes. Next, we're going to toss the green beans in a small bowl with olive oil and salt and pepper. So when the meatloaf has about 15 minutes left, we're going to put these green beans on the same the same baking sheet, and cook it for the rest of the 15 minutes. So once the potatoes have been drained, we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of butter. Then we're going to add the rest of the garlic. And the rest of the rosemary. And we're going to let this cook for about 30 seconds until it's fragrant. Once that's done, we're going to add the potatoes back into the pot. We're going to mash them. We're going to add the sour cream packet and salt and pepper as well. It did say to add a little bit of water or milk if you need to. Here's how the meatloaf turned out. Looks pretty good. Okay, I'll plate it and get back to you. Okay, here we go. I'll plate it up. It's funny because normally I think I would make about twice as much potatoes, or at least give myself twice as much potatoes, but they only gave us one potato. So there you go. Alright, time to dig in and see what I think. Hey guys, so the meatloaf was pretty damn good. I really enjoyed it. Usually I like meatloaf with like you know, like a thing on top with ketchup and brown sugar and glaze or whatever you want to call it on the top. This didn't have that. I personally loved the sun-dried tomatoes in it. I thought it gave it a wonderful texture and a flavor in it. My dad didn't like the sun-dried tomatoes too much, but I guess, you know, to each his own. The mashed potatoes were wonderful. I should have stuck a whole lot of more butter in there, though, but that was just, I added more butter afterward because I like a whole lot of butter. But yeah, everything was pretty good. I would definitely make this meatloaf again. Thanks for watching.